channel. Today's video is going to be my November budget. I am super excited that it is November. That means that Christmas is only a month away. Oh, I just can't wait. I think we need some positivity this year. So I'm going to get my budget sheet out and we're just going to get right on into it and get started. I have already done my draft budget using the digital from my Etsy shop, Life with Kate's Co. So I'm going to have this over to the side just as reference because I've tried to work out all of my kind of cash envelope type trackers and things like that. So let's get started. I think I want to use this blue washi. It's been calling my name. So let's start off with this one. And I always forget which line it goes on. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Yeah, because that fits perfectly up the top. So we've got our blue, and then let's put down our script. I love the blue and purple. It really reminds me of Frozen, and I'm not sure why, but that's the kind of vibes I get from it. I think November you can go for very firework themed, but I love that a lot of people are doing the kind of ice theme this year. Seen a lot of shops kind of incorporating blue and purple, and I love it. So we've got our script down. Next we're going to put down our income script. Now I'm going to have 3 lines of income this month. I'm going to have myself's, my fiance's, and then miscellaneous. It's getting closer and closer until we move into our house. We're moving in at the end of January, so I want to start kind of decluttering and maybe selling some things that we won't be using anymore. But first let's write in our income. So we have Thomas, which is my fiance. You have me. And then miscellaneous. Perfect. So 3 sets of income. Then we'll put our total income label. If you do not know, if you've not seen my budgeting videos before, I get paid monthly. So I get paid the last Thursday of every month. So when I got paid in October, this is what I'll be using for November and so on. So I always get paid kind of the month in front, if that makes sense. And then my fiance gets paid weekly. So I can never put his actual until the very end of the month. I'm looking for my ruler. I always seem to lose it. Oh, found it. Just to pop our lines in because I feel like that makes it so much easier for me to have all of my lines in. Perfect. Okay, so estimated for Thomas, we are estimating £1,120. For myself, I estimated 1,850. And then miscellaneous, we are budgeting nothing. So altogether that gives us a total of 2,970. But actually I got 1,890. So I got an extra £40. So not that as much as last month, but better than nothing. If you have not seen my last month's budget, I again estimated the same, but I actually got an extra £134, which is super. So got that all in. Next, let's use some washi to break it up. I think I want to use this white one. It just helps to break up the income and the expenses really well. And if you did not know, all of these stickers are from Bella Planella. Her shop is amazing, and you can use my code Caitlin15 to save yourself money and get a free sampler. So if you're in the hunt for some good budget kits, definitely check out her shop. She is UK based as well, which is super. So I'm going to put down my variable and fixed expenses. Some people have been asking what the difference is. A fixed expense is something that doesn't change from month to month, so your rent, things like that, and variable is something that can change from month to month depending on how much money you have left over. So I've got them down. I'm actually going to put the totals at the bottom just so I can put my lines in to help me write it kind of straight. So variable expenses, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then I put it down here just to give myself enough room. So I've got that, and then fixed expenses I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that's 9, 1, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we're really low down this month, so I'm going to go here. I'm going to lose my place, I just know it. I have to do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it's going to go here. Just kind of a guess. Yeah, that'll do. So let's start with our variable expenses. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit more just so you can see. In fact, let's do our lines first. So you have your expenses, and then you have your budget, your actual, and then plus or minus as well. Okay, so for variable expenses, I have petrol, and we are budgeting £90 for that. Just double checking that the pen is not still wet. Next we have food, so this is for our food shop or grocery shopping if you're in America, and we are budgeting 280. Next we have our sinking funds. That video will be coming up soon. So that is like our savings. I just put it into a specific category. And we are planning on putting £600 in. Perfect. Next, we have myself and Thomas's allowance. So I'll just do those two at the same time. So Thomas and myself. I've had people ask me why I get £100 more, and that's just my sticker budget. He's absolutely fine with it. We're not those types of people where he only gets this and I get this. He was the one that suggested it because he knows how much I love doing YouTube and I love planning, so that's why I get a little bit extra. But he'll get £200 and I get £300. Next we have household. I'm super excited for this category because we're going to use it to buy some new Christmas decorations. We've actually went round the range and took lots of pictures for things. So we're budgeting £100 for that. We're going to budget again in December if we want to pick up anything else. But just to start us off, we've got £100. Next we have birthdays. So it is my Nana's birthday at the end of this month. And we are budgeting £50 for that. I think I'm going to go in with my sister. We're going to half it. So maybe a little bit less, but I'm going to keep it like that just in case. And then we have eating out. Last month I only budgeted 100 and we were significantly over. So I upped it a bit this month, not by much, but tried my best. So we've got 130 for that to see how we do. And then last but not least, we have unbudgeted. And of course we budget nothing for this. But just in case anything crops up throughout the month that we weren't aware of, we have a little category for that. Super, so those are all of my variable expenses or cash envelopes, if you like to call it. I think I want to start doing that in 2021, but with everything still going on with COVID, I don't feel comfortable using cash. I haven't actually used cash since March. It's all been card, so see if we go. I do have little cash envelopes, and I think if I started them I would buy some more just to keep if I transfer purses or something that's more to my taste. But yeah, I think I may start using them if once things gets better. But let's move on to our fixed expenses. So I'm going to draw my line in first. So fixed expenses, like I said, are things that don't change throughout the month. So things like rent and phone bills or any subscriptions that you have. So my first expense is rent. And our rent, if I just check this pen, is $5.50 a month. Perfect. Sorry if you can't see, I'm squinting this. Next we have council tax. If you're not from the UK, council tax pays our water bill and our bins. And it goes based on how many rooms you have in your house. So we pay £200 for our house. It is a 4-bedroom. But I think it will stay the same even when we move house, but our mortgage is lower. So this will be interesting when we move house, because I'm going to have to try and sit and work everything out again. I think I became so used to budgeting for this house that when we move, we'll have some more expenses or less expenses. It'll be completely different. Next we have phone bills, which also includes our Netflix and Thomas's Apple Watch. That is £129. Next we have Twinkle, which is my teacher subscription. And that is £10 a month. And then we also have Epidemic Sound, which is where I get all of my music for YouTube. And again, that's only £10 a month. Next we have our car insurance. If you remember last month, I had it in the variable expenses, and that's just because it was the first month. So I wasn't sure when it would come out or how much it would be. I had a rough estimate, but I just thought I'd put it in variable last month to be safe. But it looks like it's going to be £54.50 every month, which is really good considering that's us both on the car. We share a car, but we are both named drivers on it. So that's really good. Next we have internet. We have the super fast fibre from BT, I think it is. I kind of let Thomas deal with the internet, and that's £44. Then we have gas and electric. Ours is really high, and I'm not sure why. I'm hoping when we move into our new house it will become lower, but we'll just need to wait and see. But those are both £53. Perfect. I don't know if it was over lockdown, our electric went up a lot because we were in the house all day. But starting to go down, but our gas is now starting to go up because it's really cold. So we have it on timed to come on about 3 times throughout the day, because our house is, because it's so big, it gets really cold all the time. Next we have home insurance. We only pay for the contents in our house because obviously we have a landlord, but when we move house we'll need to change that to building and contents. So it's only £13 right now, which is manageable. Next we have our TV licence. Of course, this is a legal requirement to pay here in the UK. And it's only £13.50 a month. I'm hoping that the TV starts to get really good now. I feel like this year the TV's not been as good because people haven't been able to film series, etc. But I am super excited for I'm a Celebrity to come back on. If you watch it, please let me know down in the comment section. I love I'm a Celebrity, just reminds me of Christmas because of when it's on. And it's going to be so different this year because it's in Wales, not in Australia. So I think they'll be cold. They won't be in blistering heat, but it will be a new type of challenge for them. So I put down sports, that's for BT Sports that my fiance pays for, that's £12. And then we have Spotify. We ended up getting the duo one, so it's for 2 people, and that's £12.99. And last but not least, we have our sofa. So we pay our sofa on finance. I know people might say that's a debt, but I just like to put it in here because it just comes out month to month. Perfect. So that's all of our fixed expenses in, and the total for that is £1,208.49. It's really hard to write with this coil right here. And I didn't do the total over here, so the total for our variable expenses is £1,750. Perfect. So if you add those two up, let me check, what did I do an extra piece of washi last month? I just don't think I had as many last month. Yeah, so I'm just going to do savings, and I don't think I'll have any room for a little bit of washi at the bottom, but that's fine. So we'll just use the savings at the bottom to kind of end the page. Oh. So we've got our potential and actual savings. Our potential savings for the month is £11.51. That's only taking into account our estimated amount, not our actual amount. And of course, I already account for savings throughout the month, so this is just like a little rollover money. But that is everything for the budget part of the month. This is how my November budget is looking. I love it. I love these budget kits. I'll show you last month's in case you didn't see it. I love the colour of it. It just makes everything so clear to me. So I'm also going to set up my weekly check-in page, and I'm going to use the same blue. I did this last month where I used the same top washi for my weekly check-in and my budget, and I really liked it. So I'm going to do it again. And I think, yeah, it fits perfectly at the top. So got that down. Next we need our weekly check-in page. So I've only got expenses and total expenses left. That's if you don't want to break up your variable and fixed, you can just put them all in one big list, but I like to break mine up. I just think it helps me visualise better what I have and what I need to spend, if that makes sense. So put our Y down, and then perfect. If you see my little plaster, I ended up cutting myself today trying to make a bagel, so didn't have the best morning, but nothing a plaster won't fix. Oh, I'm getting all stuck to myself. So we're going to have week 1. Let's figure out how many weeks we have in November. So I've not set up my monthly yet, but so it would be 1, 2, 3, and then I would just combine the last 2 days as 4. So say 4 weeks. Perfect. How many categories did I have last month? So I had petrol, food, Thomas, me, eating out, household, and unbudgeted. So I had 7 altogether. I think I want to do that again. So let's get our week 2. So that I don't forget. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'm going to have to do what I did last month and put my weekly check-in over 2 pages. But I do have an extra page now that I don't have my home fund, so that's fine. Let's put that in. Then we need another 7 spaces for week 3. And I'm just going to stick it to my hand. Find it easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then, oh, I'm getting all tangled with myself. Okay, try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to put this one down here. And then we should have a little bit at the bottom left to put some washi. So let's put the pink. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. So I'm just going to put it right at the bottom just to kind of end the page. I think it just looks more put together when you do this, and that's why I do it in my digitals as well. I just feel like that's, you know, that page is done. So that's the first page, and then I can't remember how I did this last month, if I used 2 big washes or not. Yeah, I did, but I need one for there, so let me think this through. That would be 2, 3. Yeah, I could do that. So let's pick this one for top and bottom. Oh, plaster is getting attached. So I'm going to put it at the top, and I'm also going to put it down at the bottom as well, because we won't have the same amount on this page as the last one. So we'll do this. So we need week 4. Ooh. Perfect. Then we'll put the totals as well. Probably could have week 5, but for 2 days I think I'll just combine it. So again, we need 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we will have our totals categories. Perfect. Last thing to do is just to put down our lines. So I always try and make these straight, and it never quite happens, but we'll try our best. So that's that page, and then we'll do it on the other side as well. And this is the one I think I had to flip just to make sure I get it in here. Perfect. So I'm very quickly just going to write the dates down as well. So the first week will be the 1st until the 7th. So we're going to have the 1st until the 7th, and then it would be the 8th till 14th, yeah. 14th. And then the 15th till the 21st. Just make sure that's correct. And then the 22nd until the 30th will be week 4. So 22nd until the 30th. Perfect, so that is my budget all set up. So we have our budget page, our weekly check-in, and then it goes over onto this page as well. I think it's super cute for the month of November. Look out for my weekly check-ins every Saturday or Sunday. I also have a sinking funds video, and I think I'm going to do debt as well. We do have 2 debts, 1 each, so I may do that as well. Let me know if you would like that. But that's that for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have started your November budget. I would love to hear how you got on in October and if you've changed anything for the month of November. And as always, if you're new, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you here on this channel, and I love to give any advice. So if you have any budgeting questions, please leave them down below as well. But thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you on my next video. Have a magical day. Bye.